Greetings from Red Mountain Park in Birmingham, Alabama. For today's segment, we'll be telling you about this natural park, from its location to its culture, from its wildlife to its geomorphology. We're here with Kate Luther, a representative from Alabama Natural Preserve, to show us around and tell us more about Red Mountain. Let's get started. Hi, are you Kate?
Hi, I am.
Oh, so nice to meet
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you for showing me around today.
Of course, I'm super excited to show you the rich geological history of Red Mountain.
Awesome, thank you. Also, I love your sunglasses.
Thank you.
So tell me something about Red Mountain. Why is it even called Red Mountain?
So Red Mountain is a very interesting rock because it's comprised of several different minerals. First of all, iron ore, limestone, and coal.
That's so interesting.
The reason why it gets its red color is because the iron ore, oxidizes, create this cool rich red. Red Mountain has one of the most interesting landforms called an anticline landform that essentially gradually changes shape over time. This is why you see some of the unique rock formations around here. It has a very rich geological history. It shows a reef of marine life animals dating back all the way to the Ordovician period, and each layer of the mountain, as you can see right here, shows a solid of 450 million years of history, dating all the way back to the Paleozoic area. And it contains sedimentary bedrock that was deformed by folding and faulting nearly 200 million years ago. So protecting this park is not only important to visitors every year, but also historians.
So Red Mountain is a pretty huge park. So, I mean, how big is it exactly?
So Red Mountain has 15 miles worth of trails. It was once the site of extensive iron ore, and it has 98 bird species. It's also home to the bobcats and deer, and it's home to many oaks and oak leaf hydrangeas as well.
So Kate, you talked about how old this area is with the geomorphology. Could you tell me more about the history of the area?
I would love to. So Red Mountain is probably the main proprietor to Birmingham's economical success and boom. In fact, since the discovery of iron was found in this mountain, several men used it to create metal and iron for weapons dating back to the Civil War. Red Mountain helped gain Birmingham the nickname called the Magic City because due to the overwhelming iron industry created by Red Mountain, it nearly tripled the population seemingly overnight.
So what kind of changes have this area gone through since the iron boom?
Probably the biggest change that Red Mountain underwent was the tunnel project that was created in 1962, which essentially cut a hole through the mountain, which helps expose the geological history of the mountain, and it helped traffic flow throughout the city of Birmingham.
Oh my gosh, this is an aspen tree. You can tell it's an aspen because of the way it is, right?
Not quite.
Darn it.
It's home to many plant species such as kudzu, mimosa trees, and several types of oaks, but...
Oh, and here's a prime example of the red in Red Mountain. Everyone who I've talked to says to not wear white shoes when you come down here because the red powder gets all over your shoes. Oh, they have a solar power system here. Could you tell me more about the conservation efforts that they have at Red Mountain?
Yeah, absolutely. So Red Mountain is probably one of the most ecologically friendly places in Birmingham. And they take a lot of unique approaches into creating conservation. For example, instead of using lawnmowers to cut the grass, they use goats.
So you talked about how there used to be mining here. Well, so how do people interact with the land now? I know it's a state park, but what else could you tell me?
So it is obviously a tourist attraction, so people come here just to admire the land. There's also clear cutting, trash dumping that has helped grow a bunch of invasive plant species. Park workers are now currently working on planting more trees so that more of their native wildlife can return back to its land. And land restoration is a big way that people are getting involved because, obviously the mining industry kind of cut into some of the Red Mountain's geological history, so now they're trying to give back to what they once took and to admire the beauty that is here today.
So now we're going to take a quick detour because we have a special guest who's going to join us today through a live video. Her name is Dr. Abby Weatherford. She's a professor at Samford University and she's a climatologist. So Dr. Weatherford, could you tell us more about the weather here?
Today I will be discussing the climate of Red Mountain State Park. Because it's in the southern region, Red Mountain's weather is much like that found in other places in the southeast. Because of this and the hot weather, kudzu has grown rapidly around Red Mountain. The annual high temperature at Red Mountain throughout the year is 73.8 degrees Fahrenheit, while the annual low temperature is 52.8 degrees Fahrenheit. That averages out to an average temperature of 63 degrees Fahrenheit. There is an average precipitation, rainfall, of 53 inches per year, and days per year without precipitation adds up to be 117 days total out of 365. The average annual snowfall is 2 inches. Thank you, and now back to Shay.
Well, looks like that's all for this segment. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you later. Everyone who I've talked to says to wear of why everyone who comes to
Birmingham's. Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, y'all. I know you know I'm a nature lover, but not this part of nature. No thank you.
There was a bug.
Kate! Now this is why I love nature.
They really do.
It's so adorable.